financial habits that I want to teach my future kids.
Stick around till the end of this video if you want to help your kids become financially smart and teach them money skills early on their lives. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to talk about something that we usually don't discuss. Even though I don't have kids yet, I have thought a lot about the kinds of values that I want to pass on in my family. After learning so much about finances and money skills, here are the top 5 financial habits that I'm going to teach my future kids. I personally started learning about finances and money skills when I started my first job here in Canada. And I didn't get to learn this back at my home or in my family because this was an adult conversation. I'd love to change that for the next generation by teaching them these 5 essential financial habits. Starting with number 1, saving part or all of their allowances. The first lesson I want to teach is the power of saving, no matter how small the savings are. I'd encourage them to set aside a portion of every gifts or allowances or paycheck that they receive. It doesn't have to be a lot. Even if it's a 10% of the allowance or 20% of the allowance, it will grow huge over time. The main idea is not to save up for their future or anything like that, even though that is definitely a huge bonus. The main focus here is to show them that money doesn't just come in just to go back out. It's not in and go. Having savings gives us options and security. And it's a habit that gets so much easier the earlier you start. Number 2, which I think is very important for toddlers, is being able to differentiate between wants and needs. And this one is so important because in this part of our world where we are constantly bombarded with ads and social media, we all tend to think that everything we see is a need. I teach them that needs are the things that we can't live without. Like food, shelter, healthcare, these are all needs. On the other hand, wants are just those extras that we can live without. That can be a brand new purse or going out to dinner with family and friends. This little difference can save a ton of impulse buying and help us appreciate what we already have. Number 3, and it's a tough one even for me, I promise. Practicing patience in spending. If they see something that they want to buy, I want them to wait a week or at least a day, at least a 24-hour period before they go and buy that product. Just a short pause can help them think about whether this is the thing that they really want or it's just a passing urge. People who market their products today are so smart into making people buy their products, and us consumers, it gets harder to not impulse spend anymore. So I feel patience in spending is so powerful. It helps us avoid buying things that we don't need and gives us a chance to save for something that we'll really enjoy. Number 4, and it's a big lesson, is earning before you spend. Especially as a kid, when you are handed money on your hand, you really don't think that you have to work hard. Toddlers usually think that it's something they get rewarded, or adults are just going to hand money in their hands. Like I remember when I was a little baby and my nan used to show up in our houses, we knew we would get money. Like nan coming home is literally us getting rich. So I think it's very important to teach that the best way to spend your money is by earning it at the first place. I teach them to avoid buying things they can't pay for immediately, and to get comfortable with the idea of saving up for something bigger that they're really looking for. Earning your way to what you really want builds confidence and teaches discipline. And number 5, this is most important, especially if you come from a conservative family, and if you're like from a South Asian household, this will be very relatable to you. But I'd be open in discussing about money with my kids. I would want them to know that it is okay to talk about money. I know a lot of us grew up with the idea that having a conversation about money was an uncomfortable topic. But in reality, not being able to have a conversation about money leads to nothing but stress and anxiety. And most importantly, confusion. because you don't know what to ask for, you don't know how to ask, you don't know how to negotiate about your pay, you don't know anything about finances because nobody ever taught you or spoken to you about it. I would encourage open and judgment free discussions about money. It's okay to have conversations around money, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to ask me questions, especially when it comes to money and every other things. The more we talk about money, the easier it gets to learn from each other and make better decisions. So, these are the financial habits that I want to teach my future kids. If you have any financial tips or lessons that you'd want to share, please drop them in the comments below. Let's build a community that helps each other grow personally and financially. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. And as always, happy savings, everyone.